And now the last beautiful woman on this row of beautiful women that we've shared so far on this show, from Avery Sunshine to Teri Tobin to Ledisi, is Philadelphia's own Miss Carol Riddick. Now, she's been around just as long as they have been, Avery and Ledisi, as an independent artist, and she deserves the same love and the same measure of support that those have gotten. You know, she needs to be on that grand stage like them, singing with the Grammys and singing, you know, at Super Bowls and so forth and so on like that. Carol Riddick is just that great of an artist. She's that soulful. She's that wonderful with her material. She has a special or unique kind of voice. I know in the church they used to say that they have a little wavering to their voice, and that's actually a wonderful thing because it's distinctive, you know, that she has with her particular voice and her gifting. And she has finally, you know, come out with a new single, Gas Hard, which is the lead single from a forthcoming album, which will be her third, you know, CD record album. You need to have all of them in your collection, but we're going to give you just a little taste of the music video of the song by Carol Riddick called Gas Hard. And like I mentioned earlier, Carol Riddick deserves the same measure and the same level of love and support that Ledisi, Avery Sunshine, has also gotten. She is that talented, she is that gifted, she is that beautiful, she is that wonderful. Her music is that soulful, her music is just that powerful. And she needs to be on the bigger stage. And as I was just thinking about, you know, this, we have in 2026, I believe it's the 250-year anniversary of America, and it will have all these special events, you know, going on in the city of Philadelphia. We have, you know, the World Cup, you know, coming. We have all-star games, I believe the baseball and maybe even the basketball, you know, all-star games here. There's going to be major celebrations, you know, Independence Hall and all that things going on. That will not just be a Philadelphia thing, it'll be a national thing, it'll be a world thing. And as much as we want to talk about, they'll probably, you know, drag out Will Smith, and they'll drag out the Roots, and they'll drag out Jill Scott and Meek Mills, you know, just to say that these are some of the artists, even Pink, you know, the different artists that is Philadelphia by nature, and, you know. But if Carol Riddick is not on that same level as they are and given the same kind of love that they will probably get during 2026, then we should have a problem. There should be an issue she needs to be on that stage, on that level, performing and having her name resonate, during the 2026, year, so that it can go from, independent artist to a nationally known, artist. That is what Carol Riddick deserves. So if anybody's watching this video and you are one of the promoters, or you one of the, planners for some of the events going on, and you need artistry, you need, people to perform, Carol Riddick needs to be at the top of your list. That's what Carol Riddick deserves. We need to go hard for her career and everything that she deserves. And prayerfully and hopefully with this new single, Gas Hard, it will be the linchpin that will start, the dominoes falling for another independent artist climbing up the mountain to where they have national love and national exposure. You can catch Carol Riddick performing on the regular, a lot of times with Gerald Veasley, as they do a tribute to Nina Simone, sometimes at South, here in Philadelphia, and other, places you can catch them doing that. You can also catch her a lot of times, performing with Will Downey at some of his shows. But you want to get a chance to see her perform. You want to support, Carol Riddick. And as we as Philadelphians, if we do our job, we can lift up her even greater than she has been, and she can be on the grand stages, where she's winning Grammys, singing at the, at some of these great events, and getting the love that an artist such as Carol Riddick deserves. So check out her new single, Gas Hard, and look forward to her forthcoming album coming out this year from the wonderful, talented, and beautiful Miss Carol Riddick.